Well, I'm a Virginian, born and raised in the Northern Virginia area, attended Virginia and DC area schools, UVA, undergrad, Georgetown for law school. And then I was lucky enough to clerk for federal district judge in the Eastern District of Virginia, which is our federal court here. And then I went and practiced law for many years in New York City. I returned several years ago for family reasons and continued my intellectual property work here in Virginia and now at Bean Kinney. While most of my career has been spent working as outside counsel in law firms, I have had several stints as in-house intellectual property counsel for large worldwide companies where I was in charge of managing their international trademark portfolio, but also anything intellectual property related. So I, of course, worked with a lot of outside counsel, both in the United States and abroad. And so one of the things that was the most interesting to me when I did become in-house counsel, I had so many aha moments where I realized, okay, now I understand why this was always so important to my client and why they were asking me these sorts of questions when I was outside counsel. Once you're on the inside and you see how the corporation works and how corporations view their legal work, the legal department, it's very important. It's very budget driven. And again, it goes back to the value proposition that I think Bean Kinney can provide. Clients want high quality work, but the budget is king. Legal departments are a cost source. They're not a revenue source. And it's important to always be strategic and provide good advice, but do it in a cost efficient and always doing that cost benefit analysis in the back of your mind. And I think because I've lived that, I'm able to do that as outside counsel. The other reason why I love intellectual property work is, and I would try to tell my corporate bosses this all the time, I hope they believed me, is that the great thing about intellectual property is that for a client, it can be revenue generating because a good brand strategy, great content, putting out great content. If your business is a content business, that's going to make money. That's going to drive revenue. And so that's another reason why I think it's a fascinating area of law. And I love the fact that I've worked on both sides as the client and as outside counsel. And so now I like to bring that experience to bear, and I hope it's helpful to my clients, and I think it is.